friends, welcome back to Resourceful Living Homestead for week number 26 of the garden update. So I'm not really going to waste time over here because I'm done with all this. I've got zinnias, basil, and marigolds that are going to break down and reseed, hopefully, for next spring. These are the banana peppers. I've already harvested all the banana peppers off there. And these are jalapenos, and I've harvested all the jalapenos off there. Oh, except for that one. I missed one. And we are turning the sprinklers off on this phase 3 and phase 4 today. These zinnias, it's okay if they don't make it. Those were volunteer seeds that fell from the tub behind it. I do want to look at these flowers. So let me pull that tag so I can take that inside. Those were some flowers that came from the co-op called Lantana, pink and yellow. I do want to see, so that one and this one are both the same. I do want to check and see if those are perennials or annuals. It may say it on the tag, but it's dirty and I can't see it. So we are going to focus our attention back here where I've been doing some cleaning up on the tomato plants here, thinning them out some, so maybe I can get another batch of red tomatoes. Letting them red up. There's still a ton of green tomatoes, and what I did was I harvested all the green tomatoes from everything that I pulled out of these beds. Trimmed back the basil, trimmed back all the tomato plants. Got basically a haircut, and the basil's got a haircut. These zinnias got a haircut. So what I still have going in the garden, so it's week 26 and Kathy is winding down. You'll see 2 more updates after this. I'll do a week 27 and a week 28 and then I'm done. I won't post another one because it will be deer season. So I've got to come out and harvest hot peppers because there's a ton of them, and I've got an idea of what I'm going to make. So you'll just have to watch out for that video and see what I make with all these hot peppers. Still got a lot of jalapeno peppers. I'm going to let those keep going and just get bigger, so I'm not going to harvest right now. I harvested a few days ago and got all the bigger ones and left a bunch. I do see some red ones over here. Something I'm going to be making requires red ones. So let me just harvest these 3 that I see right now. Just those 3. Anyway, we've got tons of jalapenos. There's probably 200 jalapenos still on there. Have not harvested sweet potatoes yet. Sweet potatoes will probably be the last thing I harvest. I may not harvest those until after I'm done with all the tomatoes. So week 28 will be the last of the garden updates, and there may or may not be any tomato plants left out here. I do still have a lot of bell peppers. I'm going to wait another week or two to harvest some more bell peppers, because the plants are just full of bell peppers still. Lots of them. I was out here earlier and I harvested tomatoes, green and red, bell peppers, and the jalapeno peppers out of that garden over there, because we're shutting off the sprinkler system over there. Jimmy Nordellos, I still got some peppers on the Jimmy Nordellos. Quite a few peppers still on there. They've just not turned red yet. But basically, that's it, guys. What's left of the tomato plants. So, you can see we've still got some turning red. Still got lots of green tomatoes. A lot of green tomatoes still. And the weeds are massive. The tomato plants are growing outside the fence. Over there, especially, those weeds just kept grabbing those tomato plants, saying, come with us, come play. And Kathy's like, no. But here is a big red tomato I missed earlier. And I'm getting ready to make something. Look how beautiful that is. We might have that with dinner. That's a nice slicer right there. So I've got the zinnias cut back, harvested seeds from zinnias. I'm not sure how to harvest seeds from basil. I've never done that. Basil grows wild, so I think having that all up there in that bed, I think I'll get some basil out of it. Not sure about sweet potatoes over here. I did see a sweet potato protruding from the ground, right from the basket here. So anyway, the sweet potatoes are still going, so I'm going to let them keep going. They're all over these 3 grow bags, as well as the shopping cart here, the double layer shopping cart. And there's several grow bags in here with sweet potatoes. So that's it. Couple more weeks of tomatoes and bell peppers and hot peppers. And then after that will be the sweet potatoes. If the celery does anything, I'm just going to let it overwinter. I'm not going to try to harvest any more celery. But that's going to wrap up the week 26 garden update. End of August garden update. The planters, the green stalks on the back porch are basically done. They never had a watering system set up, so well, let's jump over here to the to my loofahs real quick. I've got one loofah that has already pretty much dried out, and it's about to come off of the vine. It has not yet. And then I've got another one that's drying out. I've got 2 smaller ones. And then I've got one that will be starting to dry out real soon. So here's my loofah that's already dried out. That one's still freshly green, this little one, and then I've got this other little one here that's still green. That one's starting to dry out, and this big one here will be drying out real soon. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loofahs. So 6 loofahs for the first year, that's pretty good odds, especially since it was such a small trellis, and because it didn't get water. So Next year, because my jasmine did not come up in this white arch down there, loofahs are going to go there next year. So, loofahs down there next year. I think everything up by the, in the green stalks are pretty much done. They have not been watered at least 3 days, I think. Some of it's still trying to hang on. I need to harvest the parsley. And I need to transplant these, I guess. The snacking bell peppers never really did anything, which I see one right there starting to come on, but now it's just kind of late. These, I'll let those dry out. I harvested everything and let them dry out. Got some zinnias up here. They look really pretty. This thing is done for. I'm not trying to save any of this other stuff. I'm going to be pulling out those jalapeno stalks soon and get that cleared up. The flowers and herbs, they have seen better days. I have been harvesting. I wanted to harvest some of these orange zinnias and some of these. So I did get some of those seeds saved. So I'll have the orange red, the orange, and the yellow. And these over here are a little bit different. So I harvested some of those too. But those will probably be mixed. All these golds will be mixed together in the ones I have inside. I need to go ahead and harvest all the green tomatoes from here and just be done with these tomato plants. We never really even did anything with these tomato plants, but we there's a lot of green tomatoes in there, so I'll probably come get those. I'm getting ready to can up something special that I've never made. Look at that butterfly. So pretty. Something I've never made before. I'm going to try it out. So it's going to be a surprise. I've actually got 2 recipes that I'm going to be doing. Actually, it's 3. One of the recipes, I'm going to do it 2 different flavors. And then I'm going to make another recipe with hot peppers. So you guys be watching our videos for that. You don't want to miss them. So anyway, that's going to wrap up week 26 of the garden. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on week 27.